Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today I have for you an unboxing for January's InspireME Crate. Now I'm sorry that this is going in so late in the month, but there was some trouble with me getting this box. Apparently the system didn't add me to the next batch for January's crates. And I actually had trouble for palette full packs as well because I subscribed to them, but apparently it was delivered to the wrong address, and I did contact them already, and I'm not getting the January crate. I mean the January palette full pack, but I am getting credit for the March one, so I'm gonna have that for you guys, and also February, you know. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to do this, and then very late in the month, but we're doing this. So this is January's InspireME Crate, and let's do this. Dun, 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 dun. Like, oh yeah, okay, so like this. There's a sticker right here. I never want to like completely rip this, but you kind of have to because of the sticker. Yay! Okay, so this is a little pack that comes in there. And we have the, what is this called? Right here we have the little booklet that they always send every month. This is supposed to be the booklet that helps to like get you inspired. We also get a sticker. So yay. We have a little InspireME sketchbook. Oh, there's some of that. So this is nice. They send you a little sketchbook. Very simple, very nice. InspireME. We have, oh, it's a little card from the founder. It says, "Thank you. It's amazing members like yourself that keep us going. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much, and hope you enjoy your crate. Packed with love." Yay, thank you. Thank you as well. Then there's also a warm me up little paper. And oh, this is better paper than last time. Last time it was like regular printer paper, but this is like cardstock. So this says, "This month we will practice expanding our creative eye, looking at normal objects or shapes and imagining something else out of it. Looking at normal objects or shapes and imagining something else out of it expands our creative abilities. Using the shapes and as guides below, draw the first things that come to mind." And it gives you the 5 to 10 minutes challenge, practice 10 days, 3 drawings per shape. So like that. So that's nice. And then we also have okay. There we go. This is something that you could color in. And we have media combination. The art supplies provided every month are meant to help you discover new materials and mediums. Sometimes materials can clash or work together, but the main goal is to have fun in exploring. Combine your materials and show us what you made. Okay, so this is what it's. This is also better than the one that we got last month, because last month it was again just like regular printer paper, and it was a little bit like cut up, not that well. But this is definitely more thought out, more professional looking, to be honest. So I'm glad that they're like yeah, because last time the thing is that their December crate was their very first subscription box, and you could see that they were trying to do something, but it still hadn't managed to really figure out how to send things, you know. So now they're certainly figuring out a better way to present things. Let me just put this away. They're certainly trying to figure out how to better present things, how to give you guys all this stuff. So let's see. I guess I'm just gonna rip it. Oh well, too bad. Ooh, oh my goodness. Okay. We have watercolor. Look at that. Okay, so first of all, we have a fine touch round brush pen number 10. Let's see if that gets focused on. Maybe. There it is. I've never heard of it like this, fine touch. It's a gold Taklon, I believe. So we have that. We have a, let me put this. Okay, there we go. We have a Daily Rowney Burnt Umber System 3 Original. So this is acrylic, I believe. Burnt Umber. I like that color, to be honest. Okay. Then we also have a AD marker. This is True Blue. Oh, white tip. White chisel tip. Oh, alcohol smell. Oh boy. We also have a Prismacolor Aquamarine and a General's Layout Pencil, extra black. So these are all our materials. And yeah, I know that this isn't gonna be $35, but then I also have to include this because they include this. Okay, so these are all the things that came with the box. We have a Daily Rowney acrylic umber. We have the True Blue marker from AD. We have a Prismacolor Premier pencil, aquamarine, yeah. We have a General's Layout extra black pencil, and we have a number 10 5-touch brush. Yeah, and then we also have a Sketch Me, a Warm Me Up. This is sketchbook, by the way. We have a Warm Me Up, which is exercises that you can do to before you start drawing. You know, just to get your hands started on the whole drawing thing. And we have the booklet and a coloring page. Now the booklet, this is something that they always send, and this is actually really important to them as a crate, because InspireME Crate, they don't only they take seriously the word inspire. So to them, all of this right here, not including the materials, this right here, this is a bundle that you can actually buy on their website by itself. If you want something to inspire you every month, you can set up a subscription just for this. They take this very seriously. They want this booklet to really mean something to the artists that get it, you know. So in here you have a small little story just as a theme for the whole booklet. You also have exercises that you can do everywhere. You can you have a brainstorm word cloud, you have mental agility, you have an environment builder, which I thought was really nice. Right here you can see the legends, and you can create your own environment. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on in here that I thought were really great. And all of this right here, they really want you to understand that this is something that they think about, you know. So let's see, right here also we have a featured artist section, and all of this is just for so you can get inspired by these artists as well. And this is something that you guys can actually do yourself, that you can send them in an email, and if you want to be a featured artist, they can ask you some questions and they can see if they can put you in here. So after the first crate, I actually did that, and I am actually here as well. Ta-da! You can see right there my information. So that's my Instagram, my YouTube, and my website, and that is my Instagram picture. And these are all questions that they ask you. What is your biggest source of inspiration? What do you recommend for artists starting out? So if you're curious about that, there it is. But yeah, you can also be a featured artist for this. This doesn't mean that it's you know, a sponsor or anything. This is something that you guys can also send them an email for, and they can see if they can get you in there. So yeah, all of this they take very seriously. They want you to know that this is part of what you're paying. So all of this is actually $9.99 in their website, and then you're also paying for the supplies. So after all of this, I'm gonna try to do one of the challenges in here using their sketchbook and their supplies that they sent me, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay, so before I actually start drawing, I actually forgot about the list right here. So we have the media combination that it says right here, and we have what they send us, what they say about it. So first of all, we have the add marker right here, and they say very nice solid color, right away very strong in odor. See, that's something I mentioned. Caution when opening quickly, it may splatter all over. We recommend using this on thick paper and for backgrounds. So it's very important that I should have read this before I opened this, because the odor did hit me quite a bit and for the smell. But yeah, they caution you right here. Very strong odor, cautious when opening quickly, it may splatter all over. It didn't splatter for me, thank God. Then we also have the General's Layout Pencil right here. Curious to see what the difference between this pencil and the standard H2. We noticed the lead is very nice to work with, just as the name entitles. It's perfect for layouts. Drafting and concepting is recommended for this pencil. Fine detailing is not recommended unless you can sharpen the pencil to a very fine point. Very good. Then we have the System 3 paint and brush. Right here, System 3. Right away, the paint is beautiful in color. I love the thickness of the paint and how it's very manageable. We combined the rough brush, which is the fine touch right here, with the paint to see what we could get out of it. The results were very interesting. Since the brush is very rough at point, we recommend a combination of texturing. If you have a flat soft brush, it would be great for a flat wash. I'm not gonna use the flat brush though, because the challenge is to use all of these materials. Although they don't really tell you to use only the materials that you get, but you know, that's always a challenge. And then finally we have the Prismacolor Premier, and it says, originally a personal favorite. Prismacolors still hold beautiful colors in their pigment. Be sure not to drop them since the lead can still crack inside and damage the pencil. The lead is soft and great for shading, recommended for rendering. So this is something else that I really like about InspireME Crate, that they don't really just glaze over how good and how beautiful all the things are. It's just, you know, this lead is still gonna break. The brush is not gonna be a fine point. The marker has a very strong odor and may splatter all over you. Yeah, they don't really glaze too much over the details for the things that they send us. It's just like, these are the materials that we gave you, but be careful with them because of certain things. And that's something that I can really appreciate. So, after reading that, now I'm gonna start with the actual art. Okay, finished. Alright, so you guys don't understand why I drew this, but it's actually part of the story that's in here. And it's called Divided Forest. There's a reason. Let me zoom out a bit. That's zooming in. I always do that. Okay, so overall, I think that all the materials that came in here are pretty good. I did try out at the beginning how the marker and everything reacted to the paper. The marker spreads out quite a bit. It's really a juicy marker, and it's not made for this kind of paper. This like it absorbs it and it just spreads a lot. And Prismacolor pencil. I haven't used the Prismacolor pencil in a very long while. I do have a very big set of them sitting in my bookshelf, just because I haven't used them really, and plus it was just kind of frustrating to use them when I had to keep sharpening them, and a lot of their points just broke all the time, so I kind of just stopped. But you know, it still works. It's still a really nice color right here. Let me show you. I'm gonna try to, because see, the thing is that this pencil looks a little bit darker without the light hitting it. Like this. The, what's it called? Where is it? The Rowney acrylic. I haven't used acrylic also in a very long time, but I've always liked burnt umber a lot, and there's not much I can say to really compare this to other acrylic paints. I think it worked fine. If this has been like an actual, you know, panel for acrylic, it would have been worked even better, but you know, it's paper, so that's good. Oh well, as good as it's gonna get. And then this brush, I do have things to say about this brush because it's something I know of, but it doesn't feel all that, you know, that great. It was already shedding. Like, I had to cut one hair. Oh, there it goes, just a little hair. I had to cut one of the hairs when I first opened the took out the plastic because it was sticking out, and right now you just tell me that it was sticking out again. Well, maybe you didn't see it, but it was, and I had to take it out right now because it was already falling. So I'm putting the price of this somewhere around $1 just because it doesn't seem all that great. So this brush is I'm gonna keep it just to help me, you know, make textures and stuff, just because I can be rough with this, because I'm not really gonna use it for details even though it's a round, because it's really it's a pretty cheap brush. Besides that, I think that the sketchbook, those were great, but although, you know, the marker was just too much for it, but I think that the paper is pretty good, really. It's regular paper, but I liked it. And overall, my thoughts for this box is that if you guys saw my other previous opening for this, that was the first crate, and I'm gonna have the link somewhere there. I cannot remember which side of the screen it's supposed to be, but it's gonna be there, the opening. I think that they really did a good job on improving this box as their second box. I think this is done better than last time. I think this is done better than last time. This is done better than last time. This is, I still think that it should be done on cardstock instead of like regular paper, because you're supposed to color it, and it would look better. This is a really nice detail for them to just have a thank you card. I do think that overall the presentation for the things that they want you to pay for is better than last time. And I think that it would be good for them to keep improving on it, because like, let's say last time they did have a little sketchbook, but it was like this size, somewhere like that. And this is a little bit nicer size. And if they want you to pay for the inspiration that you're getting from this, I think that they have to work on just making the job as best as they can, because as I said in my Art Snacks end of year review, you normally get these boxes because you want to get things like this thing and like this thing. It's just you want things, you know. And part of my trouble with Art Snacks, the Inktober Art Snacks that I said last time, is that they made us pay for a class, which was $25 of the box. And because Art Snacks has made a name of itself already with just getting things, that might have not gone over that well with people, because when you open the box you just didn't see the things. Instead, there was just this promotion code so you can get a class online, and that just didn't feel as nice. With InspireME Crate, I think that the market for paying for classes, for things that inspire you, might be a little bit of a hard market for them, just because, you know, we're all used to getting our snacks and sketchbooks, and most of our introduction to subscription boxes are through them. However, unlike last time, like when I told you guys that that I had actually, well, I didn't tell you guys, I put it in the description during my price review, that I contacted them about why the price of the materials and everything was so much lower than the box itself. And they did contact me back, and they did change on their website the price that they had put in there. They did change it to be more clearer that you're paying for this as well as the materials. And I think that in that sense they're much better that way, just because they're being honest about it. Like, they're not saying it's a $35 box for all these materials. They're saying it's a $35 box for the materials and this, which I think is good, because if you're gonna get InspireME Crate, then you have to know what you're getting. I just think that's an honest kind of thing to do. Besides that, I think that if they can keep improving on just making this part of the crate as best as they can, because this really is like all up to them. If they can make this as best as they can, I think that they can get through that market and, you know, get customers and subscribers that are gonna want to know, you know, gonna want to get all of this. Because to be perfectly honest, this is a really good booklet for inspiration, and they have some really good advice. It's advice that you can get on the internet, but it's really good advice because, you know, otherwise what would books exist, you know? You want to get this in printed form. You want to like get this so you can remind you, so you can pick it up from your desk, from wherever you have it, and, you know, have it with you for inspiration. You want to get maybe the scrapbook paper to get ideas. You want to get ideas to warm-ups, things of that sort, you know? So there's also this other thing that they had told me about, and that's something that I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you guys, but they have this feature that I hope that I can tell you guys. They have this feature where they want to give you guys a way to save money for their crate, and it's gonna be sort of like a link that you can get for yourself, and if people subscribe to them through you, then then you get credit for your next box. It's a way so you can save money. Like, if people do subscribe through you, you can save, I think, $5 every time, which it's gonna be a really big help. Now, the feature that they're having, it's not implemented yet, and this is why I'm kind of like iffy about telling you guys about this, because I'm not sure if it's something that they're gonna be able to do. But they did give me, they were generous enough to give me this code, the personal code for me, so you guys can subscribe if you want. So if you want to get the crate, if you're, you know, you're curious about this booklet and about maybe being on the featured artist, and maybe, you know, just knowing if this is something for you, if you're curious about this and you want to try out the crate at least once, you guys can go there and subscribe and use the code DoodleBones, so you can get $5 off. Now, $5 off is still maybe not that much, but I think that if you subscribe to their newsletter, you can also get another $5 off, so, you know, $10. That's a lot better, I think. So if you guys want to do that, and you guys gonna go ahead to use the code DoodleBones, not only are you getting $5 off, but you're also helping me to pay for the next crate, which it's gonna be a really big help for me, because, you know, money, it's money. I need money. So yeah, if you want to do that, just use the code DoodleBones, subscribe to the newsletter, get your discount, and, you know, just try the box if you need to. However, this isn't a sponsored video or anything. I mean, I still had to pay for like the crates and everything. I still had to pay for all of this. This is just something that they told me that they could do for me, just, you know, as a preview of what's gonna happen, maybe. So yeah, that was January InspireME Crate. I thought that it was pretty good, and I am gonna have a price review of it at the description box, and I'm gonna include the booklet, and I'm gonna include the price for this and the materials, and we're gonna see if like they do add up to be the box price. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next video. Bye.